Boxingego here. If you like this video, make sure you hit the like button and also subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon on the top of your screen to get notified when the latest new content drops. What up, fight world? It's your boy Ego and I'm back with some more boxing. Make sure you smash the like button. Also subscribe to the channel for the latest and greatest in boxing. If you want to become part of the notification gang, hit the bell icon. Some people are having trouble with it. Maybe subscribe, unsubscribe, and then just resubscribe and click that bell notification so you get all the updates. Also, shout out to the super chats, channel donations, and the Patreon family. We working. Now, I'm not big on making promises, but one promise that I did make in January was that we were coming full steam ahead. I was really going to try to push the envelope with the brand, get out more, just give fans what they want, you know what I'm saying? Entertainment. And I feel like I've done a good job of that. New media, Boxingego, we've done a good job of that, right? And I've been telling y'all since January of this year, and it's getting close to the last few months of the year. Tell the truth. Tell the truth. Will Smith and concussion voice. You got to tell the truth. Hey, you seen it. And I told you this is one of the worst years for casuals. You know, the people with the agendas, the people not really, who are speaking not from logic or really what they see, but from their heart only. You know what I'm saying? Pure passion. What they say can't be corroborated or substantiated in any type of way. It's been a terrible year for y'all. I've seen nothing but carnage and destruction. And you see it. You know what I'm saying? We're getting ready to hit 100,000. We on top. New media's on top. And we just working. We're going to keep plugging away at it. But the reason I said all that to say this is when it comes to Guillermo Rigondeaux, he's one of the people that on my channel, I've told you, he doesn't get his just due. They don't give him the due diligence. And when I say they, I'm talking about, you know who I'm talking about. I'm talking about everybody who's guilty of what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? So if it doesn't apply to you, then I'm not talking to you. But if you were one of the people who are making excuses for why other great fighters, good fighters in the division shouldn't fight Rigondeaux because Rigondeaux can't sell tickets and Rigondeaux's boring and he can't sell out his mom's basement in Cuba and all that, then this goes out to you. And it's not looking good. Now, Bob Arum of Top Rank, on his verified Twitter account, the other day he posted that Lomachenko versus Rigondeaux, which is going to take place December 9th at the theater, so the smaller room, not the big room, but the smaller room in Madison Square Garden, is nearly sold out. He says, per his tweet, which you'll see on the screen, 800 tickets, less than 800 tickets remaining. So I don't know the full capacity. I mean, I could find out, but either way, they're selling out, it looks like. And this was the day the tickets went on sale. Now, if you're Anthony Joshua or Vladimir Klitschko versus Joshua, something like that, then that might not be a big thing. You know what I mean? Joshua's doing 70,000 in Wales, things like that. But for two guys that are going to fight on ESPN who have never been on pay-per-view like that as a main event, Rigondeaux and Lomachenko, I think this is good. You know what I mean? And it's unfortunate for a lot of the Cuban fighters because the way their government is set up and the way Cuba is, you can't turn pro in Cuba. You know what I'm saying? So their fan bases, it's not like you live in Mexico and when, let's say, Marco Antonio Barrera or something comes over and makes a name in the States, or Canelo or whoever, you could still support him. You know what I'm saying? It's just different. The whole process is different. So it's kind of unfair. And for that reason, there's a lot of the Cuban fighters that their fan bases might not be as vast as people from other regions, the UK or somebody, or the Mexico or America or whatever. But that doesn't mean they're not good fighters. But everything a lot of y'all was saying, I told you, don't even just listen to me. Listen to what people are saying then and now. Chocolatito is #1, but he just got stopped by a guy who really doesn't even have a great resume. If you look at Sor Rungvisai, Sisket Sor Rungvisai, right? Look at his resume. He was fighting local competition in Thailand, right? And his big step up before he fought Roman was against Carlos Cuadras in a fight for the WBC belt, and he lost that fight. And then later he fought Roman Chocolatito and beat him, and then came back and beat him even worse. You know what I mean? So a lot of what y'all are saying now ain't making sense. Rigondeaux, oh, he can't sell out. But once again, I tell you, this is not rocket science. You put the competitive fights that fans want to see, then the money comes, the fans come, the fanfare, the merchandise, all that. Lomachenko versus Rigondeaux is a good fight, period. Two-time gold medalists, enough said. I don't remember that ever happening in the history of boxing. Therefore, you see it doing better numbers. Now, you put Lomachenko in there with Miguel Marriaga, it's not going to do that. It's not going to do those type of numbers, because we've seen Marriaga coming off of a loss to Oscar Valdez, who's an Olympian. We've seen him lose to Nicholas Walters. That's different. We haven't seen Rigondeaux lose, and we've only seen Lomachenko lose once, and it was his second fight. You know what I mean? No excuses, because they felt cocky and confident enough to take it in their second fight. But it's different. Lomachenko looks like he's gotten better since that point, etc. So a lot of what y'all are saying is not adding up. Now, Rigondeaux, he sent out this tweet, and he says, I wonder what excuses these two chickens will make come in January. And it's a comic, and it says, it's Carl Froch, and they put the speech bubble, or it's not Carl Froch, Carl Frampton, excuse me. And they put the speech bubble, and it says, I don't fight Rigondeaux because he don't sell tickets. And Leo Santa Cruz is saying, and besides that, my daddy don't let me. And then you see the title says, when the cowards make excuses, or when cowards make excuses. So I'm looking forward to December 9th. Lomachenko looks like he's getting dialed in. Looks like the tickets are selling, and overall it's just not a good year for a lot of you casuals. You got to get it together. You got to regroup, send reinforcements. The people, the writers, the YouTube channels, your best representation for that whole casual dialogue, they're becoming extinct. You know what I mean? Because fans want that real deal Holyfield. They want to hear the truth. They want to see the best versus the best. You know what I mean? Like Canelo versus Golovkin. It set a live gate record, right? It's number 3 highest live gate for boxing, right? That's because we wanted to see that fight. It's really, it's as simple as it gets. So the more promoters and networks get on board with this philosophy, the better everyone will be. Lomachenko and Rigondeaux was a good fight. May the best man win. But all that, and see, this is, like I said, listen to what people say before, then, and now. You know what I mean? I've been very consistent. Rigondeaux has left me no choice with his performances but to be consistent. Terrence Crawford, Errol Spence, Floyd Mayweather, you know what I mean? Guys that I've given credit to for their skill, they're still doing what they're supposed to be doing. You know what I mean? So their performances make it easy for me to be consistent. But that's not the case, because the opposite side, the side that's telling you that Rigondeaux ain't worth a damn, and HBO wants to throw up when I mention Rigondeaux, he's barring, you know what I mean? All this, listen to it. Like even Bob Arum, listen to what he said about Rigondeaux after Rigondeaux beat Donaire. He says Rigondeaux's boring, he's hard to market, we can't sell him. But now he's gonna have to, since the fans, and this is where our voice becomes pertinent. Because we as fans have the voice, you know what I mean? Social media, because I seen it. I went to Lomachenko's page and people putting chickens and cherries and fight Rigo, fight Rigo. It's like a revolution. Fans aren't standing for that, you know what I mean? And we're at a weird place in America in general with, you know what I mean, the Colin Kaepernick and the kneel downs and Donald Trump. People aren't really just not voicing their opinion, you know what I mean? And that's good. I think that's good for boxing, because it's like we're demanding the fights, because before they could just shovel shit in our face and tell us it was a fudge Sunday, and then some fans would just accept it. But people aren't falling for the okie doke anymore. You know what I mean? They were harassing Lomachenko to fight Rigondeaux. So the promoters see it, even if it's not Bob Arum directly, the people, the Lee Samuels and the people he appoints, the Todd Dubuff and all them, they see it. So something has to be done, and we're getting the fight. But like I said, listen to what people say then and now, and you'll notice a difference, because now you have to make this, you have to talk this up as a good fight. Even though you were saying HBO wants to throw up when you mention Rigondeaux. Now you gotta sell the fight and be like, hey, this is two-time gold medalists in here. It doesn't get better than this. You know what I mean? Meanwhile, people like myself have been very consistent. I told you that Rigondeaux is a two-time gold medalist. You know what I mean? While Top Rank was promoting Zhao Shiming for his gold medals, I told y'all I did videos pretty blunt. And I'm like, I don't really see it with Zhao Shiming. Where has he been? Where's Zhao Shiming? Is he with Freddie Roach still? You know what I mean? And meanwhile, Rigondeaux is getting blackballed, tarred, and feathered, and he has a gold medal, and he's the better fighter. Where is Zhao Shiming? I seen him in Transformers, in the elevator. If you don't know what I'm talking about, watch that movie. He was in it, right? But where is Zhao Shiming? And Top Rank, they weren't bashing him because they were making money with him. They were using the Asian market and I guess his fan base and making money, so they was cool with that. But they were bashing Rigondeaux. I wasn't doing that. I was telling you Rigondeaux was skilled from the jump. So anyway, to wrap this up, I'm glad the fight's happening December 9th. Tickets are moving. And tell the truth. Tell the truth. Make sure you smash the like button as always. Hate, comment, and subscribe. Till next video is Ego signing off. So if you enjoyed this video and want more content like this on the channel, you can show your appreciation by going to the PayPal donate button or the YouTube support button. And you can donate any amount that you feel is equivalent to the value of this video. Much more to come. Thank you guys for your support. Boxing Ego, the future of boxing.